Good morning to you. It must be 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday, June the 2nd of 2021, because it's time for another edition of Hardison's Tips. I'm your host, Brandon Hardison. Glad to be with you. We do all of this for all of our brothers and sisters in the vertical, whether it's key account, major account, up and down the street, in home sales, retail, and automotive sales. So you're trying to get out there for a new month. Congratulations to everyone who's had some real dollars to take home on your paychecks for all of your hard work in May. But new month, we want to tune in on why it's important when a guest comes into the showroom or you're talking to them on the phone. Why are high gain questions important? Now, we know why. Give you the hint. It leads to more wins. If you ask high gain questions, confirm that you're listening, select the product, do a product presentation with only the things that they said that they were important in, overcoming that pain of their current vehicle, giving that excitement that they're looking for the next vehicle. The needs assessment qualifying tool, whatever you need to take the information and give it back to your managers, we must master the basics. Buyers don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And how do we do that? With the weight of our questions. Are they thought provoking? Are we doing the right thing by getting all of the information that the customer is looking for so our managers can structure a proper deal? So this can relate to any one of our brothers and sisters who are trying to sell their products and wares. So when supply chain professionals implement a new, faster process or procedure, they need to take time to plan a great question, high gain questions before moving forward. Too many questions won't help, but asking consultative or high gain questions foster processes. By planning high gain questions in advance, you get general information and buy in that will give you that winning result. Many people are tell assertive. They are directed to the point for an eye for an action. Others are ask assertive. They much prefer asking questions rather than tell people what they think. Which one are you? Are you getting the results you want? So, to this that we're speaking of, high gain questions, do an exercise in your next meeting. Could be a sales meeting, could be a Zoom. Do not make any statements, only ask questions. If the exercise is conducive to what it should be, this, first of all, should be uncomfortable to you. You may be driving rather than coordinating the process. The flip side of the exercise requires only making statements during the next meeting. If you're squeamish in your seat and you can't ask questions, maybe you need to learn how to share your knowledge more frequently. But for example, if you're doing a reading of a book, and in this book, there were certain things that you want to get out and share with people. Just take an article about what you read, but repeatedly throughout the book, the characters do not ask the right questions, so they don't get the right answers. There's many books like that, like House Rules, for example. But here's some scenarios where high gain questions come into play. The schedule scenario. You decide as the manufacturing manager that you want to change the master schedule if you don't consult with the team with your changes inside your system. The new schedule may require excessive research, making it a little bit more tedious to put it together, and you're going to need more time. Ask the right questions, and you can get that extra time to do it. If you're a job seeker, your interview with a team of decision makers, let's just say engineers, who may be some of your colleagues. Do not be afraid to ask, will I get your vote to be hired? The team member says, I'm not going to be one of the decision makers. Your response may be, I bet your input will be valuable. Is there anything we need to discuss to assume I'm the person for the job? Risky to some people, but you're going to get your answer. When it comes to sales professionals, expert professionals know how to discern when the plan is in the customer's organization. You need to do the same. When you want to persuade yourself on this organization, asking you how they can solve their problem. What is their plan? Or what are their current challenges? This helps to finalize what questions you're going to ask. Call it solution or consultative selling. You need to ask high gain questions. Salespeople plan questions in advance to gain high gain quality answers rather than data before they even get to it. So, what issues are causing your heartburn? What issues are making your high blood pressure go up? By facing the issues directly, but asking high gain questions, looking in the eye, you're likely to gain traction or make the sale. Write the questions in advance. Predict what the other party will be asking when they're pressured. My favorite is, how can our company assist you? If you had an opportunity to partner with the best automotive group in the city, what would it look like? When you have questions that are going to make customers analyze, think about, is this the right team to do with? You're going to do fine. Once again, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies, with a little bit of Hardison's tips on this beautiful Wednesday, the second day of June. And as always in party, you go out, you make it a champion.